Today's Tuesday, January 12th, and I'm interviewing Dr. Siri Brown, our Vice Chancellor of Academic and Student Affairs, to help the district understand some of the biggest things that she wants to share with our district during Flex Day.
Greetings, Peralta. Welcome back to a new semester, and Happy New Year to you and your families. I hope that everyone is healthy and that your families are healthy and that you had some rest over the break. Acknowledging, of course, that we're still in some very challenging times. We are still in the midst of the pandemic that has impacted our lives, certainly our students' lives, and the way that we're offering courses and services on campus. And we know that that leads to continual kind of stress and strain for people. We will get through this, and there is an end coming. And I look forward to seeing everybody in person. I also know that these are very interesting political times. We are still on a heightened awareness around racial injustice, and we continue to address issues of inequity and racial violence. And I'm really happy that our Flex is focused on some work that we all need to do around equity and the political upheavals in the government. You know, it's also just one more thing added to all the things that are causing us some deep thoughts, anxiety, stress, or whatever you're experiencing around it. But I do hope that you are able to center yourself and relax and focus as much as possible on what you care about the most, which is our students. And putting ourselves into their shoes and knowing that whatever we're experiencing, it's likely much more heightened for our students, and that they are so brave and so committed to come to us to a primarily online learning environment and to stick through with their commitments. And so I hope that you bring just incitement and vigor and understanding and empathy and really support our students in learning and achieving their academic and career goals. Know that there are so many resources that you can refer students to. Students have ability to have free mental health counseling, and that information is on your college and the district site. Health services are still available at Roots Community Clinic, including COVID testing. And of course, there are many other forms of support, especially for online learning. There's a student page for online learning, and your campuses are offering all kinds of student ambassadors and workshops to help students perform at their best in these challenging times. So definitely refer them. And if you have any questions, you can always email me as well.
Siri, what do you want to talk about? What would you like the district to know next?
I'd like faculty to know a little bit about grading, because we did get a lot of questions over the semester, and I'll follow up with an email about what's happening. The EW grade, the excused withdrawal grade, is not a grading option for you as faculty. However, it is still an option for students, and it is in Ed Code. And so students are able to request an EW grade. They do that by going to the district site for admissions and records, filling out the form and emailing it directly to me. And then me and Charlotte Smith, we process them within 2 business days. So if you have students in your class that are expressing concerns about last semester's grades or even last spring, according to the law, students have up to 1 year to request an EW grade. So even students who were with us last spring during the crisis of the pandemic, but they didn't get an EW and now they're back and they don't know about the EW, they still can apply for it all the way through spring semester until the last day of spring. And that's a good thing for students. The state has allowed us to loosen the requirements and make it easier for students to do EWs, so they don't have to provide any documentation. We just want them to fill out the reason why. And students are telling us a lot with these EW forms. They're telling us what you know, because you're in the classroom, that the family have lost jobs or their work commitment is overlapping with school. Most often, however, we're hearing that learning online is just too challenging for them, and that they're not being able to perform their best. And many students are reporting that they or family members in their household have tested positive for COVID-19. We've actually had many students telling us this in these confidential forms. And so it is important. You might even put it on your syllabus that this is an option. But if you inform students about it, we'd appreciate it, because the more that they know that there's support out there, that they aren't punished during these challenging times, the better for them.
So Siri, as a professional development coordinator, I can actually put a link to that also on the professional development page. But let me just ask you really clearly. A student who was enrolled in spring or summer or fall, who earned a D, an F, a C,
Or a W.
or a W, or even a W, they can now fill out that form and have that grade changed to an EW.
Correct. There are some implications for EWs. It could impact a student's financial aid. And so they need to talk with the financial aid office before making that decision. EWs do not provide refunds to students. Last spring, 2020, we gave refunds to all students because, as you remember, the pandemic came mid-semester, right in March. And so it was only fair and right to give refunds. But there are still students out there that think that they get a refund, and actually that's not true. If you want a refund for a class, you have to drop before the deadline for a refund. And the academic calendar with all of those drop dates is on the district site. And again, I always send out that welcome back email, and I'll include all of these things as attached so that you can keep the email and share information with students.
What else do you want the district to know?
I'm excited to inform everyone that we have completed the degree audit transfer in project. As a matter of fact, today on the 12th of January, staff at the district are training staff at the colleges for the go live. And what this means is that students, when they come to us with transfer units, those transfer units will be automatically put into their transcripts, their Peralta transcripts, and their SEPs. And that way, the counselors, the students, everyone will be more accurately informed about the progress the student is making. And this semester, we'll be building a number of rules. The college A&R staff will be building a number of rules around this inside the system. And what's key about that is once all these rules are built by the actual students bringing transcripts, is that by summer, our expectation is that we will be able to complete the automatic awarding of degrees.
Oh my
And
gosh.
so this is really exciting because it will help Peralta with the student-centered funding formula. It will begin to really capture the kind of work that's happening from faculty, staff, and administration to have students complete certificates and degrees. And it will aid students in order for them to receive as many degrees and certificates as they qualify for. And it's all going to be automatic. So that's a good progress. And I really can't thank the district A&R staff enough and the college A&R staff enough, as well as the deans and administration who've been helping move this project along.
So Siri, just a quick question. It is true currently and prior to this that sometimes students are eligible for certificates and degrees that they do not get granted to them because they don't know, right?
Correct. That's all good for students because that's just, more on your resume, more, options for you as you move forward. Another project that has been completed is Campus Logic. Again, another exciting tool that benefits students. And Campus Logic allows students to upload documents electronically and submit them to the financial aid office at the college. They can upload documents like things like W-2s and parent information, the kinds of things that they have to submit to financial aid. They can do all that on their cell phone. And that is now live and students are engaging in it. And we are working on spreading the word around Campus Logic. So again, the ease of the student experience with onboarding and with the software and technology that we have is really a big focus of what the district office, not just academic affairs and student services, is focusing on.
Again, that's a huge impact for students, right? That gets rid of a ton of barriers.
Yeah, there's more coming too. There's some really good stuff coming. It's really good. Faculty, please remember that this academic year, I have offered a $1,000 stipend to faculty who complete an ADT degree. In order to do this, you have to work with your colleagues in your discipline, work with your dean, work with your curriculum committee. And once that ADT is approved by CIPD, I'm sending you a $1,000 check. We need more ADTs. We actually sent out a report of the number of ADTs and the names and the potential disciplines that could work for ADTs. I'm going to resend that information to remind you. We're also offering a smaller stipend if you update your ADT. Many of the ADTs we have are going out of date, and we need to keep all of our curriculum relevant. Why are ADTs important? They're important because it gives students a guaranteed transfer to the CSUs with a 2.5 GPA and completion of that degree. It provides options and opportunities. And for us, all of us, we are paid more by the state for ADT degrees. Matter of fact, that's the degree that the state pays the most for. So it can help us in so many ways. And so please engage in that work. I know that some disciplines have looked at the ADTs and they've decided not to do it, and that's fine. The curriculum belongs to the faculty, and we certainly respect that. We're simply asking, take a look at it, conversate about it, and make a decision. And if you are putting forth an ADT degree, I'd be happy to give the $1,000 stipend.
Is there anything you'd like to say to launch the semester to the classified staff?
I have a very particular message for our classified professionals. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The classified professionals down at the district have heard me say this many times. I came from the college, and you always heard negative things about the district, the district, the district. Moving to the district, I have been continually impressed by the level of professionalism, the level of brilliance, and the level of commitment to our students that our classified professionals from the district and the colleges consistently do. It is literally without doubt that we could not survive as an institution without our classified professionals. I know that many of you working at home, that it's been a challenge working at home, learning new skills, learning new technology. I know I certainly have had challenges with that. And I know that you all have worked hard and are maintaining that high level of integrity and work ethic to ensure that our students get timely, quick responses and that all the processes move through slowly. So please know that while you're sitting at home working so hard, that you are appreciated, and we value the work that you do. And we know that it is integral to the education of our students. I always say that every single one of us is an educator. It's not just teachers, it's not just administration, it's all of us, classified teachers and administrators. We're all educators. We're all here to support the academic and career goals of our community, and we couldn't do it without each and every one of us. So thank you to the classified professionals. I know that without my classified professionals, I would be lost and
Oh,
spinning.
no.
Okay.
All right, go do your thing.